feels like there is no one on your side, when it feels like there is no one to inspire you, then somehow out of the blue it comes to you, yeah you, like a couple trying to have a child. They've been trying for years, that's all they dream of. Then somehow, out of the blue, it comes through. It's a miracle, miracle how it works out. It's a miracle, miracle how it comes round and about. Somehow it always comes through. Oh, life, it comes to you. Like a child from a broken home, got nobody on his side, and so he roams life alone. Somehow he wants to succeed, he gets it right despite of his own family. It's a miracle, miracle how it works out. It's a miracle, miracle how it comes round and about. Somehow it always comes through. Oh, life, it comes to you. It's amazing where it comes from. It's amazing how it comes round. It's amazing where it comes from. It's amazing how it comes round. It's a miracle, miracle how it works out. It's a miracle, miracle how it comes round and about. When it feels like there is no one on your side, when it feels like there is no one to inspire you, then somehow out of the blue it comes to you, yeah you, like a couple trying to have a child. They've been trying for years, that's all they dream of. Then somehow, out of the blue, it comes through. It's a miracle, miracle how it works out. It's a miracle, miracle how it comes round and about. Somehow it always comes through. Oh, life, it comes to you. Like a child from a broken home, got nobody on his side, and so he roams life alone. Somehow he wants to succeed, he gets it right despite family. It's a miracle, miracle how it works out. It's a miracle, miracle how it comes round and about. Somehow it always comes through. Oh, life, it comes to you. It's amazing where it comes from. It's amazing how it comes round. It's amazing where it comes from. It's amazing how it comes round. It's a miracle, miracle how it works out. It's a miracle, miracle how it comes round and about.
Big blonde Rick, about 50 years old, 6'5", blue eyes, lot of soul. Got a little doggy that he loves more than just about anyone, including the boys. Got his own Tesla.